So today's a little story time for you guys. I was gonna do story time and skincare at the same time, and I actually filmed 2 videos like that already, but then I'm just like, let me just do a story time and then do a video dedicated to skincare another time, just in case someone don't want to skincare and them just want to have the story. So here's a story about my nightmare gynecologist visit. If you don't know what a gynecologist is, that is a pom-pom doctor, of a JJ doctor, a coochie doctor, whatever you want to call it. It's also called a vagina. Why people are scared to say vagina? It's a part of our bodies. Hello, vagina. So it was September 2017 and I was 21 years old. Okay, old enough to know, like, be sensible, but in hindsight, like looking back, I wasn't sensible at all. Like, I decided one day, okay, I'm gonna go to a gynecologist. It wasn't my first time going, but the gyno I went to before, I didn't like that gyno, and I said, okay, let me go and search up another one. Now that's the first wrong bang for Beth. Don't do that. Don't go and just search up a gynecologist in the directory like I did. That's a stupid idea. Go to one of your friends who have sense, one of your sensible friend them, who can tell you like a good gyno they go to, or better yet, go to your mom. Like, my mom gave me a really good suggestion, but I was just like, that's a bit expensive. By the way, like, don't put a price on your health. So what did Beth do? I went to the gynecologist that I found in the directory, just a random gyno, and I was just like, oh, this sounds like a good gyno. I'm not gonna call any names. I set an appointment for the Saturday. Now, when I went inside the gyno, as soon as I went in there, a bag of red flag. But did I pay attention? No. When I talk about red flags, I mean the place was a ghost town. Nobody else was there. Usually with gynos, you see like a bag of pregnant women, or, you know, other women there with their husbands and stuff like that. So nobody there. Ghost town. Just a little old lady who was the receptionist behind her desk. And okay, the little old lady was fine. She never did anything to me. She was great. Hi, little old lady. But what kind of freaked me out, and I'm not just saying this to like set the scene or whatever, but to be honest, it was a bit dark. Place looked a bit old, and honestly, like, lights were flickering on and off, kind of like you're in a haunted movie or like a scary movie. I'm not even joking. You might think I'm joking, or because it was like flickering on and off, the lights. And for some reason I didn't leave. I was just like, that's fine. It's great. It's a perfect place. It's a perfect place for someone to look up my vagina. I waited like a few minutes and whatever, and then the doctor popped his head out of his like office door where he does checkups and stuff, and he's just like, okay, ready for you, Miss Campbell. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So I go in, and to be honest, his office looked fine. It looked like a doctor's office, you know. And he motioned for me to sit down because we're gonna have a consultation. To be honest, he just looked like a doctor. He looked like a doctor. He didn't look like a crazy cuckoo person that he ended up being later on. I found out he was not all there, but then again, I'm not all there either, you know. Like, how could I be sane and then sit down and let all of this happen to me? And I'll soon get into what happened. Anyways, it was going on good so far. So he basically did everything that a gyno would do, or a doctor would do at first. So he played his gyno role at first. Guys, I should let you know, like, this man is an actor. Okay, he wears many hats and he needs an award because he plays 4 specific roles. Okay, first one, gynecologist. Okay, he played this one well for the first 2 minutes. Okay, so he checked my vitals, made sure everything was fine, checked my height, my weight, all of that, and then he asked me, what are you here for, Miss Campbell? Obviously, that's a cue for me to answer, right? Like, he cuts me halfway through my sentence, and he's like, you know, you have PCOS? Now, I don't know what PCOS is. What's PCOS? You telling me something in my teeth or something like that? what is PCOS? What is PCOS? And this is probably like the one thing he was right about. He said, okay, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's a hormonal condition that affects women, and extra follicles on your ovaries and high androgen levels, which is a male hormone, and la da 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 da. In my head, all he's telling me, it's just interpreted as, okay, I'm gonna die. You're telling me I'm gonna die. That's what you're telling me when you tell me I have a condition. If it's not the flu, I'm having another condition. You're telling me something. I'm freaking out now. And so I asked, how you know I have PCOS? And he's just like, cause he got a mustache. So that's what he said. Okay, I was offended. It was true, but I was offended, right? Like, you never even say it in a little nice way or point it out. No, you know, like when you're talking to your sister or your best friend and you say, yo, my girl, if you fix that in a yam green or la 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 la, I like the way you say it. Like, you just say it blunt. That's like basically that's how he spoke to me. He said, my girl, you have a mustache. You need to fix that. You're rude. Could I have dealt with it that day and, you know, probably threaded it before I left the house? I could have. I forgot. And also, like, so what? So what if you have a mustache? So what if you have a mustache? I'm not saying you have a mustache, you know. But so what if you do? You're still gorgeous if you have hair in places that women don't conventionally have hair. Just remember, like 99% of the time, the women that you see on screen in porn places, they're hella touched up. They're all waxed down, laser hair removal, all these things. So them come basically like wrapped up in a little bow, you know, for presentation purposes. It's okay if you have body hair, that's fine. And that's fine if you want to get rid of it or you want it to stay. But if you want to see how I get rid of my stash, I need to actually thread mine, and it's cheap and it's free. And he asked me a few questions relating to symptoms of PCOS, right? He said, do you have irregular periods? So I said, no, my period comes every time, every month, on time, without fail. And he says, oh, well, those are probably phantom periods. So I say, phantom periods? like when I have duck hair come out of my pom pom? That's basically what you're telling me. You're telling me that I have ghosts coming out of my parts. That's what you're saying when you tell me that I have phantom periods. So they're not real. It's a figment of my imagination that I see blood coming out every month. So he basically explained that that's withdrawal blood that isn't actually a period, but it just looks like a period. And I was hella confused. I'm just like, whatever. Basically telling me my body's haunted and I'm turning into a man. I said, okay, well, how, at this point in time, I'm hella traumatized. I want to leave, but I'm just like, wait. You know, probably the devil was in my head saying, my girl, just stay, listen some more to the foolishness so you can become more traumatized. Yeah, babe. So I stayed and I asked him, how do I fix this? And this brother tell me, there's this medication I can take. And I said, okay, will it fix it completely? He says, no, it won't fix it completely. You're gonna have to take it for the rest of your life. And I said, I don't want to do that. What are the side effects? This brother tell me, well, you're gonna get fat, more than likely. He was so blunt with everything he said to me. He's like, you're gonna get fat. And I said, I don't want to put on weight, because I mean, which girl, other than if you want to put on weight, like which girl really want to put on more, like, so I said, no. All my life I had to fight to lose weight, and now you're telling me, you said, me, I got put on weight? When I take medication? I said, me not take no medication, me not take no. And I said, alright, well, if you don't take it, this is what the brother tell me. Listen, he said, well, you have a choice. You can either take the medication and be fat and hairless, or you can not take the medication and be slim but look like a hairy gorilla. That's what he said to me. Me, Beck Campbell, and tell me, you said, me I go be one hairy gorilla. And at that point in time, like, I was just so shocked that this was all happening. I was in so much shock. I just didn't know what to say. Also, I did well fool, because I still sit down there and listen to this man. I tell me all I got things about my parts and everything. And I was still there, you know. I didn't leave. I held on. I kept holding on because obviously I have some type of Stockholm syndrome, right? But I was still there. Never left. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at me. Like, I'm mad at me. Anyways, never even said anything. I said, brother. Then him said, plus you won't even be able to have children. And I said, okay, it causes infertility. And he said, yeah, PCOS does. And I said, okay, but what if I don't want children? Why do you assume that I want kids? Which I do. I want one kid and a dog, maybe another kid just in case something happened to the other one and, you know, want backup. Okay, I'm joking. But, and hello, I say this with a disclaimer. My feminist sisters, anybody who into women and men equality, gender equality and all these things, like, close your ears. You're not gonna like this. You're gonna get mad. Yo, him said something that took me back 10 million years into woman sufferation. This brother tell me, he said, so what's your purpose then? What's your purpose on this earth if it's not to have children? brother asked me, what is my purpose? What is your purpose, mate? What is your purpose, mate, Campbell? If you're not having kids, if you're not sure about picnic, what you're there for? That's basically what you're asking me. And I think that's the one time I actually answered him. I said, listen, I'm more than just a childbearer. I can do whatever I want in life, and my purpose is anything I want it to be, right? Which is, yeah, dignified answer. Like, I know my Jamaican girls is just like, yo, you're too nice. Yeah, obviously I am too nice, but that's what I said at 21 years old to him. And he said, yeah, honey, you probably think that now, but I'm just speaking biblically. Like, your role is to have kids. So I get mad. I think about it. But yeah, so guys, see, biblically, I'm trying to teach me to. So I'm a preacher. So I'm gone gynecologist. I'm a preacher. And now I'm going to be my dietitian. Plus, concerning your weight, you don't really have to worry about gaining weight because you already have too much weight. So you're going to have to lose weight anyways. If you want to lose weight, right? If you want to lose weight, honey, you are going to have to not eat in the day. And the only thing you eat at night is some boiled chicken with crackers and a little bit of 2% milk for wash down the crackers so you don't choke. I swear. I'm not making this up, guys. I wish I was. Me now make you. Brother, tell me that. So, I tell him I don't want to do that. So I'm like, alright, then get fat. We were just on. Okay, it was a journey. Okay, this was a nightmare. But the nightmare never even started because with all of that, I could have all probably go home and sleep. What never sit well with me is the next part, right? Where him all of a sudden become my dermatologist. Okay? So he comes up to me and he's just like, what's that around your nose? Like my T-zone. And I said, what? What now? What? What else do you want to tell me? That's how I was like, what you want to tell me? So he said, you have like these freckle spots on right here. And I said, yeah, I've had them from as a baby. And he said to me, you know, that's probably skin cancer. Someone said, what? What is it? What? Skin what? And I said, skin cancer. You probably have skin cancer. So I said, you know, skin cancer or lupus. So I said, you God look down in love and in mercy. I should have run out from there. But I never did. I stayed. And he said, it's probably skin cancer or lupus. And he said, no, look, so me start fret. No, you know, come and say, no, stop it. You're well at it. Like, at one point, I was convinced that this man obviously knows what he's talking about. Because he can't be that crazy. He can't be that crazy. He must know something. Something that I don't know about myself. So I was getting off with him. You know, I was getting off in my head. I can recommend a doctor for you that you can go to. He's my doctor friend and he will do a thorough examination. By this time, you know, he's talking about examining my face and all these things for lupus and cancer. All this time, doctor don't do the examination on me, you know. All now, brother don't know when me come to him for, what me pay my good was swipe my card, pay my good little summer internship money for. Him don't know what I come in, never ask me. Him don't know. Yeah, because him a treat me for cancer, lupus and the PCOS. So he's just like, yes, go look in the mirror, go and look in the mirror. So there happened to be a mirror that was in the bathroom, and there was a bathroom in his office. And I went in there and I was looking and you know, like mind over matter, something that you usually see all the time, or sometimes you don't even notice. If someone like mentions it, all of a sudden, like, that's all you can see. You can't see your eye, your mouth, you know, yeah, that's all you can see. You just see the freckles, right? So I said, yes, God, me I'm dead. That's it. I'd love to say that was the end, but it wasn't, right? He called me back. He's like, come here, Miss Campbell. Come here, let me tell you some more foolishness. And me, I was just like, yeah, obviously, let me come over and hear some more, you know, obviously, because I'm nuts. Emotion from a come sit beside him, because he had a chair beside him, which is kind of weird, but I did it anyways. I'm just like, hey, what the hell, you know, we reached this far, we got this far. And he was typing on his computer screen, because he had his computer up the entire time, and he turns his monitor to me. I'm thinking that this man is typing up some, you know, revolutionary doctor, only medical people can understand, some research, you know. The brother pull up WebMD, the one you can go up on Google yourself, yeah, and type in WebMD, and then he said, what's wrong with you? And then everything lead back to cancer. All if it's just one headache, all if it's one toothache, it lead back to cancer. Yeah, that WebMD. So he had a diagram of the butterfly freckles, and he must show me. It's just like, you see, it matches what's on your face. I said, alright. He's like, I want you to go to the dermatologist that I'm recommending. He's my friend. I think he'll be able to help you with your condition, because right now him already diagnosed me, guys. Diagnosed me. Oh no, we don't do. Him don't do the check up on me. Nothing. What I came for, I don't even remember. I don't remember where I come from by that time. And it sounded weird to me that he wanted me to use his dermatologist, and he's just bringing up all of this, you know. In my head, I'm just like, this is weird. Red flag. Like, if nothing else was a red flag to me, this was a red flag, because I'm just, no thank you. No thank you. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to a dermatologist. And then him start take up attitude with me. Him say, you don't want to go to the dermatologist? Okay, fine. I'm just going to write on your file that I recommended that you go get examination and you decline. So if anything happens to you, it's not my problem. So I said, alright, just do that. Just do that. You know what, bro, do that. You want right say, me lick you down. You want right say, me kill you. Like, just, please, just go ahead. Just write anything you want to write. Because at this point in time, I need to get the hell up out of here. Gynecologist, preacher, dermatologist, and nutritionist will say, yeah, right? All in one. I left traumatized. Like, for days, I was spending, I'd say like at least half an hour looking in the mirror at the freckles, thinking, yes, it's getting worse. It wasn't, but in my head, it's like, it's getting worse. This is it for me, you know. These are my last days. I had told my boyfriend as soon as I came out, I called him. I did a ball, come about everything. He said to me, all right, let's go to another gynecologist, get another like an actual examination so they can tell me whether or not I have PCOS. And that's what we did, and I ended up having PCOS. Also, persons in relationships, like, your partner's health is also your responsibility, you know, and vice versa. You know, y'all want to live, don't it? Right? So yeah, not that I keep up with my gynecologist visits, I really don't. Me, next time, go to the gynecologist that my mom told me to go to. But then again, I wouldn't have this story to tell if I did, you know. And I think it was a great nightmare story, you know. Definitely traumatized me. Definitely not going back. Like, you comment, you share, and subscribe for more videos. Please subscribe. Please don't watch and then click off and don't subscribe, because then me'll just make the gynecologist man like be a doctor. Like a prayer set, the gynecologist man be a doctor. Subscribe. And that's it, guys. Bye.